I walked onto the rowing team, and it went from being like, here's the thing you can do, to like, we're practicing 4 hours a day.
How did you end up on the row team? You just tried out?
Yeah, they had like, because Carolina is not like rowing is not big in that state.
It's like a club or whatever.
Well, it was a varsity sport.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In part because the coach at the time, like it was a club sport, and then she did research like when she was a student there and realized that like UNC was not Title IX compliant. And so she like went to the athletic department and was like, you guys aren't Title IX compliant. If you make rowing a varsity sport, you will be.
Yeah.
And so they were like, okay, fine.
That's great.
Yeah, but they kind of gave us the bare minimum they could.
Of course.
Kind of thing. But
why did you end up doing it?
We got a letter in the mail that was like, women should try out
just
for
like
rowing.
a cattle call almost?
Kind of, yeah. And they were just like, people who are good at rowing are usually tall and strong. And I was like, I'm those things.
Are you tall?
I'm 5'9". So like on the sports spectrum, not very tall. Which is funny because I was like, my 7 siblings, I'm the second shortest.
Oh, wow.
A very tall family.
Yeah, and you can't teach height.
Yeah. But I like grew up always wanting to be taller, and now that I'm like want to be an actress, it's like, oh fuck, now I'm too tall. Like this whole time I was like, if I could only be 6 feet tall, I would be rowing and doing all this stuff. But now I'm like, I gotta be 5'5".
You'd never rowed before. It was just essentially just something you tried out for or whatever, and you were good.
Well,
you had the potential, as you said earlier.
Yeah, you get on the novice team and they teach you how to row. And it was like, I always had like the strength for it kind of thing.
Were you in the middle, the front, the back? What's the good spot?
I was in the bow 4. I was 3 seats.
Oh, bow 4, nice.
So it's just kind of like where the power is in the boat because it's most set there. Do you know anything about?
You were a power
rowing?
3.
Yeah. Do you know anything about?
I have no idea.
I was a starboard.
Oh, that's right. I know that. That's right? Starboard's right? Port's left?
It is right, but a boat goes backwards when you're rowing.
Oh, yeah.
So the bow is technically in the front, but that's the coxswain is in the front. So I always had to think about how I would turn. So I would turn left, but the boat is backwards.
Sure.
So it's always thinking about it in like terms of a boat. I have to always remember.
Did you get cut? You probably got cut.
Like, did I lose my position, or did
swelled? You swelled.
No, I wish I would have. I should have. I can't believe I.
How did you not? Rowing just is like tough. It's not easy.
Yeah, I also had like a heart rate monitor, and I was burning like 1,000 calories a workout session. But then you're so hungry.
Yeah, you go to the freshman dorms.
And it's so easy.
Hello, buffet.
Yeah, it's so easy to eat so much. I weigh less than I did when I rowed, and that in some ways blows my mind. Of like, oh.
Well, that's all. Yeah.
Yes, I think that I wish someone would have told me like everyone doesn't need to be eating as much as they think they do.
Nobody needs a Michael Phelps meal.
Yeah, you don't need to be eating 3 bagels. Like
with cream cheese.
Yeah, I know
obviously.
that tastes great, but you don't need that. And
so is that season all year round, or is it just like a? Oh, wow.
Because in the fall, you have distance races. They call them head races. And in the spring, you have sprinting races.
Oh, yeah.
So you would row like a 6K in the fall, and in the spring, you would row a 2K.
So that was your thing in college?
For the first 2 years.
Oh, and then you retired?
Retired, yeah.
You had injuries. You had to step down
I did.
early.
It did hurt my back. It was a sport that I was good at, but I hated it. I remember, I loved my coaches. I loved the team. It was the thing that, made me connected to Carolina. But I remember kept being like, what if we all just played soccer?
Right.
What if all of us just went and did something else?
Well, my impression of rowing is it's just essentially exercise. Whereas soccer's fun, there's points and things. I feel like it's just, can you exercise faster in rowing?
Yeah, there's a high to it. And I think that I got a lot from it. I think that it's maybe sounds silly, but I think I realized how mentally tough you can be.
Sure.
With a lot of races where it's just stroke, stroke, stroke or whatever, or foot in front of the other kind of thing. I realized how much it's just you always have more than you think you do.
Yeah.
That it's it's mental toughness. You have to know that there's more in the tank.
You got a third and fourth wind.
Yes. And I think that that kind of thing really surprised me. And that's the thing that getting your time down and it's very technical with all the strokes and things like that. Yeah. But you're not running around a field.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But I didn't like it.
After all that, I didn't like it.
There was moments of just getting faster. It's just that feels good.
Yeah.
But it hurt my back because I didn't have a strong enough core to hold myself up.
It's 3 bagels.
Yeah. I'm eating 3 bagels. I have amazingly strong legs, but no, I have the worst posture in the whole world.
Yeah.
They were like, you look at tape a lot of rowing, and the varsity coach was looking at me and she's like, do you have a back problem?
Oh, no.
Because I look like a turtle.
You could have like a harness or something?
What? Could you?
A harness, like a brace or something to get you
I think some people kind of have that, but it's like, what is that doing? And I was like always in the trainer. Oh, like every day I would have to go to the trainer to like work on core stuff. And it never helped. So I was always in, there would be days of like after the spring season ended where I would like be stuck and I'd like bent over because my back would get like seized up in this position. And I was like, hey, I'm too young.
Yeah, you're way too young.